So there's a fun fact that I would like to share about Canada geese that I'm not sure a lot of people are aware of, and something that I learned owning them and taking care of them and just observing them, something that I notice is very different between Canada geese and domestic geese. So we have a pond in the back of our property, and depending on the weather and the time of the year, that pond can be absolutely beautiful, great deep water. It's not a very big pond, about 1/4 of an acre, but they love to go swim in there and hang out all day long, right? Now these are mostly domestic geese, and then right there you see there's one hybrid in there, which means he's a mix between a domestic and a Canada goose. So whenever the domestics and the Canadas and the whole group of these birds, which is called a gaggle of geese, not a flock of geese, it's a gaggle, when they walk back to the pond and they get there, what happens generally is that the domestics kind of want to go into the water and immediately want to go swim and drink the water. But what I've noticed has happened is that they wait for the Canada geese to go to the shoreline, and the Canada geese will go over to the water and do something like what she just did, where they kind of just put their beaks in the water and they just do this. And after they do that, they start announcing. Now, this will go two ways. When the water is in great condition, they will all just hop right in. Okay, literally the whole gaggle will jump in a pond, and then the zoomies begin, and everybody's swimming and having the time of their life. Okay, but when the water is not in good condition, and the water can be deep and be in bad condition, but when the water is not in good condition, the Canada geese will announce that they're leaving, and the rest of the gaggle will simply go with them, and they will come back to the house to basically bathe in the pools and utilize the pools instead of using the pond, even though they have this big body of water. And I believe that somehow the Canada geese are able to differentiate between safe water and unsafe water. I've even observed them not getting into the water for a period of time and basically alerting about it. And as I watched the water, because I was confused because the water was in great condition, we'd had a lot of rain, they'd been playing in a pool, in the pond every day, there was no obvious reason. After a little while, out of nowhere, a water snake would pop its head up and slither out the side of the water. And somehow they knew that that snake was in the water. Anyways, the instincts that the wilder geese have, the exotic geese, because they've not been manipulated by human breeding as much, that they still retain are absolutely amazing to observe compared to the domestic geese, where they've gone through many changes over many thousands of years of human ownership.